Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the Hills Casino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Brian.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
Had to lighten them up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Ba-da-da-da-ya-da-day-day. All right, we promoted her. We mentioned her for the last couple of weeks, and I will tell you that she is no wussy, Wonder Hussy.
She's a hussy.
Yeah,
Not a wussy.
but she's not a wussy. She's the one. I called her because of the inclement weather coming down here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And out there where she lives in Death Valley.
I was canceled on my job. It was snowing like hell.
Yeah, and I called her first. I called her Thursday, and I said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" She was all up for it. Yeah. She said, "You know, it's not my driving skills that I'm worried about. It's those other idiots on the road." And she's right. I mean, I would trust her completely on the road.
I would too.
I mean, she travels thousands of miles every year. I just want to make sure that music isn't up too loud, that's all. So Wonder Hussy, here's the deal. We will talk to her before the hour's up. But she finally, I gave her another call yesterday, and I said, "Are you certain about this?" And she said, "Well, I'll check out the weather forecast tomorrow morning."
Hold on, man, I just got to do this. Dave?
Meaning today. What? What, Mark?
When Matt said, I wanted for music's too loud, I meant to turn it down a little bit.
I think he did.
No, he didn't.
Oh, well,
I did a little bit, but not enough.
Okay, we have a new producer, but he's getting
Sorry,
it.
I
He's
had to
getting
do
it,
that.
man. Second week, you know, it's an impossible feat to be thrown into the fire like this, like Tattoo Dave. But
Yikes.
he's getting it.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
okay.
sorry.
All right. Here's what we have at hand. Wonder Hussy is stuck there in Death Valley. She said the weather has finally hit like a son of a bitch, and it sucks. So she will be sitting there drinking cocoa and bourbon all day, awaiting our phone call. But here's the good news. Mark this date, March 18th. Saturday, March 18th, my birthday weekend. She will be here on Outlaw Radio.
Nice.
Yeah. But it's really important that you know that she was not the one freaking out about the weather. I was worried about her safety.
She's a trooper, man.
She is truly one of the great gals. Now, who is this Wonder Hussy you speak of, Matt? She is all the rage on YouTube, and I found her a few years ago and thought this gal is one of the great gals of all time. She explores old gold mining camps. She explores anything out in the desert, and that's my passion. I love the desert. So we just hit it off instantly.
Yeah.
So March 18th, Wonder Hussy, and we'll talk to Wonder Hussy, I promise you, probably in about 24 minutes or so. I'm glad Billy Dilly showed up just at the right time, because Billy Dilly, a couple nights ago, I'm out there minding my own business in the green room area of Outlaw Radio. And sitting there for several weeks has been a bottle of Patron tequila, just sitting there. And I looked over to where it was sitting, and it's no longer there. Yeah. And so I wondered to myself, what the hell could have happened? Do you have any idea?
No, I didn't.
You didn't touch it.
No.
So who the hell stole the Patron tequila?
Tim.
It's gone?
It's gone. But it's
It's
absolutely
just gone.
It's gone.
Unopened, Dave.
Yeah.
I remember seeing
Unopened.
it when he brought it, so that kind of stinks.
But I mean, only a few people are in my backyard, and I only noticed it after last Saturday.
And there's one person that has never been here before.
Yeah, but are you telling me that Timothy, the Irish fella on the show, that he would have had the gumption to
No
take a
way.
bottle of Patron?
I don't think so, but what the hell
No
else happened
way.
to it?
I mean,
Did a coyote carry it off?
I mean, Billy, did you? I mean, please. And I always respect you, Billy Dilly, our HR man, and a Marine. Hoorah! For your honesty. Now be completely honest, because at first blush I thought, well, Billy must have been looking at that bottle for a couple weeks now after he gifted it to us, and then decided, well, they're not going to use it, so I'm going to take it and give it to somebody else.
Oh, I never took.
So you never picked it up?
I'll look for it the next time.
Oh, no. There's no. What do you mean you'll look for it? I don't understand what that means. That
got a little fishy. Right
yeah, that did. That didn't sound right. I'll
Billy,
look.
sit in my old seat so I can see you. I need to see your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Dave, believe me, that's what I've been looking at.
We're
Yeah.
gonna get him on camera.
Yeah, because, hey, Billy, I depend on you for your honesty. So if that's what you did and you saw it sitting there for 2 weeks untouched, and then finally decided, well, those sons of bitches, if they're not going to,
Somebody-
drink it.
That bottle needs to be drank.
Yeah, somebody. I'm going to gift this to somebody.
I
And
never took it away from this lighten up lounge.
And by the way, I wonder why his mic isn't on. That's an odd thing, isn't it?
Dang it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Billy.
Dave, are you out there?
Yeah. Well, okay.
He's on. He's on. He's just not wearing headphones.
My thanks to Rumble.com more than any other platform for not censoring us. We are live on Rumble. My thanks to, well, that's about it. We're also on YouTube.
Well, no, thanks to Wassa. What's up, Wassa?
Yeah, I'm talking about the platforms. Well, I guess,
That's what a platform.
I guess radio is considered a platform these days.
Yeah.
What about Twitter out there?
Yeah. What about what?
Twitter.
What about Twitter, Mark? Yeah, and whatever. I mean, Elon Musk, I don't think he's doing much censorship these days. So I think
He loves us. He would love us.
Now, why is it that I always believe Billy Dilly, but somehow I'm just wondering in a drunken stupor that he may not remember?
Well, what I'm thinking is...
Because, I've had his money that he left here for about a month sitting back
How
here.
much?
And he never brings it up while he's here. It's about $1.20 or something.
Oh, man.
And it's sitting right here. And so I was also thinking to myself, well, that son of a bitch, he never brings up that he has money when I'm here. And so I'm going to take that bottle of tequila and gift it to someone that deserves it and might enjoy tequila because you won't open up the bottle.
Now, what I'm thinking second, Matt?
Yeah.
Here's a different scenario because
Yeah.
Billy does this. He's been known to just move stuff around.
Yeah, I know he does.
So he'll like.
I
hide
even
stuff
checked
from
in
his
the rat cabinet, and I didn't see it in there. And by the way,
And I don't know where it's at.
That just blows my mind that thing's not clean. That bottom area.
Oh, he said
Maybe it's under the table.
That was all Billy's crap down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whatever was in there invited the rodents in. I mean, the first rodent said, "Hey, boy, this is
got rid of it.
nobody here to kill me, so come on in, my friends."
He said he got rid of it.
You got rid of what?
Oh, I didn't do that yet.
Wait, you got rid of the tequila?
My clothing.
Okay.
Along with the tequila bottle.
No,
and
I
he,
did not.
and he
You're not gonna.
I don't know, it's-
down my throat.
he brought this up to me. Remember, he had me buy him because he has no ID. Let's
Yeah.
just face facts.
Right.
So he had me buy.
Well, he
him,
doesn't drive.
No, he had me buy him.
Well, he had how many DUIs? And back in the day when they called them DWIs?
9.
9. Okay.
Only 9?
Yeah,
One
only.
reckless, 2 of them, and
All right.
other ones.
So only 9. Only 9 DUIs.
That's all.
For Billy Dilly.
Yeah.
So he had me buy him a CO2 BB pistol from Big Five.
Yeah.
So I got it for him. He's like,
Right.
"What'd your brother do with that thing? I can't believe I bought that. It's my money, and I can't find it." And
Yeah, but okay, let me break this down.
Yeah.
The fact that you bought it, you did that at your own peril. And you also left it here at your own peril. When you purchase something, but no, did someone make you buy that? Was it my brother? Did he say buy this thing? Billy.
No, it just sounded good, but I wanted
sounded
the
good.
slingshot instead of the BB gun.
No, he didn't. He told me to get the BB gun.
No, it was
Yes,
supposed to be the pellet gun.
So
He
hold on a
said
second.
they
So
don't
Mart,
want pellet
so
guns
you
no
bought
more.
it for him with his money?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And now it's I think it's behind the bar here somewhere. But because I don't care much about a damn pellet gun, I haven't gone searching for it. But I did find the money that he left in a drunken stupor about a month ago.
I'll be using that tonight for poker.
I was crawling under the table when I lost it. Come on.
Yeah, well, I could tell. It was down there on a chair.
Billy, I'll triple your money tonight, okay?
Ah,
Not
he still owes me
not if
money.
my-
Now he wants to triple my.
Not if my brother Mart's playing poker.
Hey.
That ain't going to happen.
Not with those guys.
So I'm talking to my tech guy, my 23-year-old tech guy, my guru out of Las Vegas. And this guy truly is. He is a guru. He is the reason why we are visual now on platforms such as rumble.com and YouTube and Twitter. This guy, Travis, man, I love him to death. But I ran into a little snafu last night because I am technologically challenged. And I make no bones about it. For I am but a caveman. And it's not that I don't want to learn. I only have, I guess, this much patience. It's my thumb and forefinger for those of you not watching us on YouTube or Rumble. So some of these things crammed into my mind, I have to take a breather and then come back to it and say, okay, so now what do I do? Well, it didn't work last night. And so I sent him a little thingaroo, and he explained why it didn't work. It makes sense to me, and he fixed it. He gets into that computer without me even knowing now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's completely open to him, and at any time, thank God there's no porn on that thing, huh?
Bank account, all that stuff.
Oh,
It's right here.
yeah. So,
Stop looking.
what, Mark CG boy?
I'll stop looking.
What does that mean?
I have no idea, and that's why I wanted to stop him down before he repeated himself here on Outlaw Radio from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar.
Whoops.
And someone got a little heads up about us being on rumble.com. My buddy out of northern Nevada, Reno to be precise, and he said, well, are you in VC, meaning Virginia City? And I said, I would never be in Virginia City without letting you know. And that's my buddy in Reno. And boy, I got some good friends there, and that's where we should all be right this second. Anywhere but not anywhere but California, but most states rather than this terrible, once great state known as the Golden State.
I think we'll get her back.
So I'm talking to my buddy there in Vegas. Nevada is a great state, you know, I mean, for many, many reasons. But he called me. Okay, what the hell did he call me? Okay, Mart, in The Flim Flam Man with George C. Scott,
Yes, love
and
that
Michael
movie.
Sarrazin as Curly. George C. Scott played Mordecai Jones.
Yep.
And what was it that that Sarrazin, the much younger, what would he always say to him? Oh, he'd say old man.
Yep.
Or, yeah. So in a text, my guru out of Vegas said, you're not really up to this, old man. And at first blush, I'm thinking, wow, now I'm George C. Scott in the Flim Flam Man.
Wow, that hurts.
No, but it didn't really. You know, you get to a point in life.
Hey, man, you're a sage.
Just own it. You just have to own it.
Where you're not the kid anymore, and I've always been the kid in broad chasing. Damn it, I meant to say casting. But I've always been the kid, always the youngest, and you get to a certain age, and you're not that guy anymore.
Oh, no, I'll never quit.
And so when you'll never quit what, Mart?
Being that guy.
Being what?
That's a fact.
The young guy. I think rock and roll.
I'm not saying I act old. I've always acted the same age, Mart.
No, but yeah, I mean, people ask me what because.
People ask you?
No, I have a lot of friends.
Hold on a second. Who are those people? Who are those people that ask you this question?
My friends from the Northwest. It's like our friends up there, a lot of our friends that have not been in the music industry or just this entertainment industry say, is that why you stayed looking young? And
most people are not in the entertainment industry.
Know.
Yeah, most people.
That's a good thing.
Not just those friends in the Pacific Northwest, but the majority of people are not in showbiz, and God bless them for that.
But the friends that I've got at school said they look 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah. Well, no, I see the same damn thing.
And it's like, maybe this entertainment thing has kept me youthful.
Well, how about dyeing your hair? That helps, right?
You bet your butt. I did it yesterday.
I mean, it's like Rick Dees told me we were having lunch, and after lunch I said, man, I'm doing Rick Dees as I'm talking as
in the third person.
Yeah. Wow, I got a lot on my mind, man.
So anyway, dyeing your hair. Yeah, I dyed it yesterday.
So Rick, I said, Rick, your hair still looks good and black. He said, Matt, it's called dye. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
To use
20 minutes later, you're done.
Yeah. So I got no problem. By the way, I got no problem with dyeing the hair and doing those little things. I do have a problem with these old broads in Beverly Hills and other parts of the country who want to stay youthful and have that friggin' surgery that makes them look like an alien and or a feline. I do have a real problem with that, man.
They slowly turn into cats. You're right.
Yeah. But him calling me, is it old man or is it another word for that? But I sent him a text back. I said yeah. I said I'll dance on your grave.
Oh, boy.
Because that's what George C. Scott, as the Flim Flam Man, Mordecai Jones used to tell Michael Sarrazin as Curly. And hey, if you haven't seen this movie from 1967, and then when I noted the movie from '67, he said, "See, you're proving my point."
Whoa.
And I said, I knew exactly what I was doing when I sent you this text. When I'm talking about a movie from '67. But he did say, youngster. But he did say this is when actors were really great actors. So that's a 23-year-old.
But that movie, yes, it's
well. How about the hottest, the sexiest little blonde of all time in that movie, Sue Lyons. Oh, man. And she, talk about, and we did talk about this last week, that females, and listen, if you're going to be honest with yourself, then females don't age well. They don't age gracefully like men.
And they have one job.
Yes, to stay hot. So that's tough. That's a real tough thing, and I understand how tough that must be. In fact, we should ask Wonder Hussy about that in a few minutes when we talk to her. It's like, do you agree with this? And I wonder if she would, because she was a nude model.
Yeah.
So she must know that it is the number one for a female is to be hot. But then, and I think she's still attractive, right, Wonder Hussy?
I agree.
Yes. Great.
All right.
Even the hairy armpits, man. I'm in.
Yeah, that part.
Shave 'em?
Yeah. By the way, we want to shave when she's here on March 18th. What she doesn't know is we want to shave those armpits live on the show.
Well, Dave, I think that's Dave's.
No, that is Dave's job. Oh yeah.
Dave, would you you really do that?
Of course he
only
would.
if she allowed me.
Well, yeah, you're not going to hold her down and drug her.
Well, there are enough guys here to hold her down, right?
She's pretty tough.
I think it might take all of us.
She is a tough little broad. No, we won't hold her. We'd never do that. I mean, let me speak for myself. I'd never do anything against a woman's will, ever.
No way, man.
But anyway, great movie. Watch that movie, and you'll be glad you did. So, have you rethought this, Billy? Did you hide the Patron? Did you take it with you? It just so happened that it was last Sunday. I noticed it was missing.
But it was still there.
Okay.
I don't know when it disappeared.
I just can't imagine Tim, our Irish fella, first time on Outlaw Radio last Saturday. I can't imagine, in my
There's
wildest
no way.
imagination, right?
There's no way.
Him stealing, or did he think that we give gifts if you're a guest on the show? Did he just sort of assume
Here's
that?
your bag.
Well, yeah, that must be for me. I mean, because it's fully closed. It has not been an open bottle of Patron.
That is weird, man.
Yeah, it is weird.
It really, truly is.
Yeah,
I bet you, Billy it's probably under the
He
table.
did. He
No.
placed it somewhere.
I looked under the table. I looked in the rat cabinet.
Look again.
Now that we're on
No, you're not going to look again.
Nope.
Oh, I don't trust that.
Maybe it'll pop up.
Well, yeah.
That's
Well,
right.
look at that. It's on the back of my scooter. See, Billy doesn't drive a car, but he does ride a scooter.
Yeah.
And in conjunction with Metro, he has to. I guess they have to forklift it up to the back of the bus.
Can I please videotape that sometime?
Oh, man. I just can't imagine. But, man, this man will do whatever it takes in terrible weather, such as it is here in Southern California. Major storm. I mean, unprecedented storm.
Biggest one I've seen.
I mean,
here.
the first time it's ever snowed on the top of the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
Or the
I
second.
laughed.
But, yeah, or at least in 100 years or so.
Is that where the bottle of tequila is? Hollywood Sun?
Is that? Did you go up there? And
The odd
have a
thing is
couple
it's been
sips?
sitting there for a
But I've
month.
never been up.
Yeah. I want you to know that when we return, and we're not going to break quite yet, but we're almost there. And I never pronounce his name correctly because it's, although he's a brilliant writer of tomes, I've always had a problem with his name. Roald Dahl, Roald. Now, does anyone know who that is? I
don't.
Yeah. See, I know that name because it was the first book read to me in elementary school that I couldn't wait to come back to school the next day for the next chapter because the book was so damn good. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, wow.
It is a brilliant book. The book is better than even the movies, although the first movie is pure
Tremendous.
brilliance.
Tremendous.
Pure brilliance. The second one sucks the
Horrible.
big one. Yeah.
Johnny Depp
And Johnny Depp, great actor, but don't do it.
Tim Burton, they just screwed it up.
No. Well, you just can't. But you can't. Gene Wilder was Willy Wonka, and that's the end of that story. But Roald Dahl, his publisher, and he's been gone for quite some time. And by the way, the way he would describe the chocolate in that book, I wanted some. Oh man, he was so descriptive. But his publisher is trying to scam conservatives by selling uncensored books alongside woke rewrites. Because they've banned the book because it may hurt transsexuals and it may hurt kids. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and a myriad other books from Roald Dahl.
I want a golden goose, Tati.
Yeah, I want a golden goose.
Snowsberry.
Yeah, they censored it. Plus, Wonderhussy when we return here on Outlaw Radio.
Like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to...
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Outlaw Radio. The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion.
Magic Matt Allen. Okay, hold on. I'm attempting to get in touch with Wonder Hussy. We called her on the studio line, and she probably is not. She has no idea what number that is. But she's passed out with cocoa and bourbon. God, I love this song. Crack this thing.
Coco and Bourbon are her dog's names, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Slap me inside my head now. Come on, Wonder Hussy. We were just talking about how a true broad you were, and what a great gal. Man, she said she wasn't leaving the plantation. She's out there in Death Valley right now at her estate.
I'll try her again in a second.
All right, okay. So let me jump into this Roald Dahl, or is it Roald Dahl, a publisher trying to scam conservatives by selling uncensored books, having nothing to do with this man who wrote some of the great books of all time.
He also did a James Bond thing.
Yeah, he did. He did You Only Live Twice, I think he wrote that.
Yes, that's correct.
So his publisher has announced it'll continue to print copies of his original works, but they will print versions with woke edits to the text as well. Can you imagine if this guy were alive today, how pissed off he would be? Last week, it was revealed that hundreds of censorious changes were made to new editions of his children's books, included classics such as James and the Giant Peach. See, I forgot he did that. This guy was truly a genius.
Yeah.
Matilda, The Witches, and of course the classic, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka. The edits clearly subscribe to modern woke dogma, such as unnecessarily gender-swapping characters, changing female characters from secretaries into scientists, and even changing cloud men into cloud people in these books, because you're going to hurt the feelings of some.
What the hell, man?
Yes, slightly backing down from from this crap. Penguin Random House Children's Publishing House announced that uncensored editions would continue to be published in addition to the woke copies. It's unclear, however, how exactly the publish will differentiate the two different versions. The whole thing stinks to high heaven.
All right, Walker, how much for the goose?
I mean, the edits clearly subscribe to modern woke. I mean, this is...
Yeah, it's insane. It's out of control. It's been out of control for a year or two now.
Oh, maybe a year.
Yeah, keep going, man.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah, we've listened to the debate over the past weeks, which has reaffirmed the extraordinary power of Roald Dahl's books and the very real questions around how stories from another era can be kept relevant for each new generation. It's not about relevancy. It's about authenticity. It's about what did he write. You know, they did the same damn thing with Huck Finn, Mark Twain, for God's sakes.
Right.
They do the same thing with, what is the classic movie of all time set in the 1700s, or is that the 1800s? Okay, nobody's helping. I love that
Could
part.
be anything.
No,
Yeah, okay, Blazing Saddles? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, good one, Mark. No, it is.
But even a movie like
frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn.
Okay, Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, Gone with the Wind.
Well, even a movie like Mrs. Doubtfire these days, wouldn't that get BS?
I'm just wondering whose microphone I'm getting that hum from. Turn down Billy's for a second. It's probably not Billy's. Billy's is the one that always works. Could be Mart's. Maybe he's just a little hot. Or it could be Mark C.G. Boyer.
Could be.
Yeah, so take it. Yeah, it's Mark's. So keep him off until needed.
Oh, gee.
And yeah, I heard him back up there.
Which would be never.
What? BBC apologizes to J.K. Rowling. Speaking of fantastic writers of tomes, for the second time this month after Harry Potter game was deemed potentially unsafe to transgenders.
What?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Unsafe, Mark.
The BBC.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, I'll explain. The BBC has apologized to J.K. Rowling for the second time after audience members complained over a host of BBC Radio Scotland's Good Morning Scotland suggesting that a Harry Potter video game could be potentially unsafe for transgender people during the segment, which aired February 10th. A transgender individual said she is boycotting the Harry Potter video game Hogwarts Legacy, claiming it was being used to fund the anti-trans movement, according to a report by Deadline. I didn't know there was such a movement.
I didn't either.
I mean, you know that we lean conservative on this show, but man, we got no problem with the trans actions of trans people. Have a happy day. Don't hurt other people.
Right. Do
whatever. And by the way, we do believe though that you need to be 18 or above to make that decision to mutilate your genitals.
Yeah.
What? What did I say?
Well, you said the truth.
Yeah. Now I heard Tattoo Dave, our new producer over there, talking on the phone. Were you talking to the hussy?
I left her a message.
Oh, you left her a message. Okay, so Wonder Hussy, is she ghosting us?
No, I hope not, because I called twice.
She would never ghost us.
Why would she do that?
She's looking forward to being here on my birthday weekend, March 18th.
Yeah, I think she's just passed out.
She's probably knocked out, man. I mean, it's probably snowing in the high desert.
Oh no, it's got to be ugly. I mean, that's the way she said it. So this debate got into the issue of gender identity, and claims were made about J.K. Rowling's views. We accept that the program, spelled, MME, because they're Brits. By the way, you had the hum down, and now I don't know why you brought it back up, because I'm hearing it again. It's got to be Mark C.G. Boyer's mic.
It is. He was talking, so I gave him a little...
Yeah. So it's not his mic. It must be my brother Mark.
Oh, it is. I just turned it back down.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
It's Mark's mic.
So I'm still hearing the hum.
Yeah.
So turn down my brother mic. Yeah. So it's Mark's mic.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Anyway, transgender band member. Have a happy day. Do whatever feels good. But please don't shove it down our throats. And that's the problem. I don't see a real anti-transgender group of people out there. I mean, why would you care what someone does to their friggin' body? I only care because I think by and large, well, it's by and large, but by and large, what you're doing to your body, there's a good chance I think you'll regret in a number of years. Huh?
There's a story right now happening. A 17-year-old. I don't remember whether it was a boy or a girl. Parents, I guess, through therapy, the therapist said he's not dealing well with. He identifies. Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah.
Identifies with being a boy. At I don't remember what age gave this child a full mastectomy, a full sex change,
Sick.
and now at 17 she's suing the doctors.
Yeah, right. And by the way, God bless her.
Right.
God bless her.
Exactly.
Because and if you put any credence in doctors, and I did for many, many years, I thought they were super geniuses. There are as bad people in the name of a doctor as there are bad people in any other profession. I mean, bad people.
Well, and also driven by the all-powerful money, dollar.
But
they do, like Mark's,
But Tattoo Dave, it's about ideology with most of these folks, and whoever happens to be running the hospital, they will stay in line with whatever that narrative happens to be.
Absolutely. And whoever planted the idea in the parents' heads that this kid was going to kill herself because she can't handle being a girl, which initiated the whole, the whole operation.
Right.
Now is completely, now that she knows what she's doing.
Dave, can you turn my mic up?
Yeah, turn his mic up there.
Go ahead, Marty.
Dave.
Check 1, 2. Maybe I'll mess with the cord, but things are sounding really good today.
So is that why you wanted your mic up? Or did you have something to add to what we're talking about?
So you're going to turn it up and down?
No, I didn't touch it.
South Park, this clip, we have time for this. Speaking of, before I get to that, I do like J.K. Rowling saying she isn't worried about transgender controversy's impact on her legacy. She said, whatever, I'll be dead. I love her. And what an attractive woman. A beautiful woman, a great writer, and she simply tells it like it is. Females are females, males are males, and that's the way it is. But she's not losing much sleep over the impact the transgender controversy will have on her legacy. In this interview, she brushed aside these concerns, saying, okay, I'll be dead. I'll be dead.
Oh, boy.
And speaking of, you know who, and I have not one to boast, but I have mentioned this many, many times over the last 20 years or so. That these two, Matt and Trey, have been on the positive tip forever, since they began. I recall their first episode. Why? Because I was working for the second time at KISS FM here in Los Angeles. And they delivered on VHS, they delivered the first copy of what would be this long-running series called South Park to notables in the biz. So I received one. Okay, so now you're wondering, why did I get one? Well, I got one. Rick Dees received one, and Rick came to me and he said, Matt, what do you think this is? And I said, well, I opened mine. It's a VHS. Well, let's watch it. So we went to his office and we watched it. And thought it was some of the funniest. It was the Boitano bit.
Yeah.
That was the first South Park, and we watched it in his office, and I said, this is the funniest crap ever. I can't imagine this will make it on TV. Because it's so controversial.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now, fast forward to 2005, because this was about 1997 when Rick and I watched this video. A South Park clip from 2005 has gone viral for brutally honest portrayal of transgenderism. And, of course, these things resurface, especially with the media and internet. And, you can't hide anything in the past. Not that the South Park boys want to hide a damn thing.
They don't care.
But this is resurfaced. It's going viral because it's brutally honest, and it's a portrayal of the transgender phenomenon sweeping the nation. But this is 2005. I want you to dig this, and P.S. I had to edit the real gross parts out for terrestrial radio because, and so while you're listening to this, you're going to think, geez, so what could he have eliminated? Because this is pretty gross anyway. If you have children near you, cover their ears. It's only about 45 seconds or so.
I'll let hurry up then.
But cover their ears, because even with my editing and deleting of the grossest parts, you're going to find this a little gray area, and you don't want your children to be watching and or listening to this. So this is Mr. Garrison's, and by the way, here's the title of the episode. Mr. Garrison's Fancy New Vagina.
Oh, boy. Hey, Matt, do you want to save this for right after the break?
No, I don't. No, I want to do this now. Okay. I know where we are in this.
Okay.
It aired originally March 9th, 2005, and right at the end of this clip, you'll hit the bumper song, and then we'll go out. Go!
Copy.
And go!
Yeah, I discovered a few days ago I wasn't bleeding out my coos, so I guess I'm knocked up. Is this doctor any good?
Mrs. Garrison?
Oh, that's me.
Mr. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison, you can't have an abortion.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't do with my body. A woman has a right to choose.
No, I mean you're physically unable to have an abortion because you can't get pregnant.
But I missed my period.
You can't have periods either. You had a sex change, Mr. Garrison, but you don't have ovaries or a womb. You don't produce eggs.
You mean I'll never know what it feels like to have a baby grown inside me and then scramble its brains and vacuum it out?
Oh,
that's right.
But I paid $5,000 to be a woman. This would mean I'm not really a woman. I'm just a guy with a mutilated penis.
Basically, yes.
Yes!
Oh, boy, do I feel like a jackass.
How ahead of their time. Matt and Trey,
Yeah.
God bless you. How ahead of their time, Matt and Trey. Oh, man. And they thought that this was something that could never become a reality.
It's pretty spot on.
This is a reality now for the woke left. Lot to get to, and we are, man, I'll tell you, in between there's cocoa and bourbon, we're going to get that Wonder Hussy on from Death Valley. All that and less, including Lady Gaga, sued for not paying $500,000 for the return of her kidnapped dogs. When we return on Outlaw Radio.
Forget the roofs and the ceilings. Baby, let's go.
actors, would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. The demons of decadence, smoking, drinking, and interrupting. Live from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar, this is Magic Matt Allen, Outlaw Radio.
Yes! Come on now! Only one of the greatest songs ever recorded. She's a bad, bad girlfriend. Oh! Who is this band, Tattoo Dave? I always forget the name of these guys.
It's not the Cult, is it?
No, it's not the Cult. Yeah, it sounds like the Cult, but it's not the Cult. Oh! Welcome back to Outlaw Radio, live from Light Up Lounge, smoking, drinking, interrupting from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar. Watch us, or listen to us on great radio stations throughout the country, but you also have the option of viewing these beautiful faces, including but not limited to Tattoo Dave, our new producer. He's the man at the controls.
You don't want to see me.
Mark C.G. Boyer.
Theory of a Dead Man.
Yeah, Theory of a Dead Man. Yeah, great band. My brother Mark's over there. Billy Dilly, our HR man who steals Patron. First he gifts Patron. He'll gift you the Patron and then realize after 2 weeks no one's touched it and take it back.
What do you call it?
How de gay.
Indian giver.
Indian giver, yeah.
Can I say that?
Now, did I mention this? And by the way, I don't think it took a brain surgeon to come up with this one. Not to throw myself under the bus, but was it 2-3 weeks ago? It may have been a month ago. Sheriffs are still searching for actor Julian Sands. Yeah, it was a month ago. 1 month after he disappeared.
Yeah.
And that weekend on the show, I believe I said goodbye and condolences. Because if you're gone for a couple days, and especially I think it was 3 days at this time, 3 or 4 days.
And he was hiking way the hell
up. He was way the hell up in the mountains here in California. That was just a bad, bad deal. And what a great actor. Now, I wouldn't be saying this if his acting skills sucked. I mean, we'd still care, but don't we care a lot more because he was a talented actor?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
yes, yes. But the fact that he's gone, and you know he's gone, because what they're going to find, or he read the book, because I just saw this the other day. Don't ask me what I was searching for, but I saw that there are manuscripts on how to make yourself vanish. Right?
We had an old guest of ours, an old regular. He did that. And I still am convinced he did that. I'm convinced he did. Gordon Solidar.
You know, this guy might have just pulled a disappearing act and said, you know what, I'm out. I'm going off the
that's
grid.
what Matt's saying.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Maybe he's, if you're really looking to...
erase yourself, man.
Who knows what he was going through. And if you're going to do such a thing, I think a hike would be the thing to do.
There's mountain lions up there. There's all kinds of
yes.
stuff that
What about Olivia Newton-John's guy? Remember that he fell off the boat?
Oh, yeah, that was a weird one.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, that was another weird one. And God rest her soul.
Yeah.
Olivia Newton-John. You know, there are people in our lives that we expect to be there forever.
Yeah.
And she is one of those. And you talk about, we mentioned on this show that we use the term broad in a complimentary fashion when it comes to women. Those are cool chicks who can hang.
Sandra D, man.
And
Sandy.
What about Sandra D?
Well, they did the Sandra D
That's
song
the Grease.
in Grease. They called Sandy because she was this prim and proper little blonde girl.
Yeah, but Olivia, was her name Sandy D?
It was
Sandy.
Sandy.
But it wasn't Sandra D.
Sandra D is what the song was written about her because she acted so prim and proper, like the actress Sandra D. And her name was Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Do you know that I could be the only person on this planet that has never watched that movie?
Oh man,
you gotta be kidding me.
It's a great movie.
I have no interest in it, but I did see a clip the other day. And it sort of sparked my interest that I might like this.
Jeff Conaway was brilliant.
See, I like hot chicks who dance, and so I think I would probably like this movie.
And she's not the only hot chick in this.
Yeah.
There's several.
I said chicks, plural.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
I heard you.
So I may owe myself a view. All right, let's go to break. When we return, Lady Gaga is sued for not paying $500,000 reward to the woman who returned her kidnapped dogs. And man, there is a twist to this story. If you don't know about it yet, don't look it up. Let us inform you.
We will enlighten.
This
Buckle
will
up.
blow your mind. Plus, we will continue our cosmic quest
For Wonder
to get in touch with Wonder Hussy out. I hope nothing bad has happened.
I mean,
She's out there in Death Valley in this inclement friggin' weather we're having in California, and this sucks bad. All right, we'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
Out on the street, I was talking to a man. He said there's so much, but there's nothing, man, that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
Had to lighten him up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my friendlies, to the big dog of broadcasting on all fours and I-5, Outlaw Radio with little old Magic Matt. And the woman that was supposed to be with us this weekend, and it's not because she is a wuss, and I mentioned this last hour.
Well, it's not Wonderhussy, it's Wonderhussy.
It's Wonderhussy. It's not Wonderhussy. She's a good gal, and she's a broad. She's a real broad. And as we mentioned many times on this program, we use that term broad only in the most beautiful way. She can hang with the guys, and she can hang with the girls, and she can hang with anyone. I've told that she's hung with hermaphrodites.
Oh.
So let's find out if that's true. Wonderhussy, YouTube phenom from Death Valley. How are you?
Good, man. I'm sitting here with some hot cocoa and bourbon, looking at the rain pouring down on the desert. How about that?
Let me discover now. How do you use the bourbon in conjunction with the cocoa? Do you put it inside the cocoa?
No, I put them side by side and I look at them. Of course, I put it in the cocoa and then I stir it up and then I drink it. That's the point.
All right. Do you have whipped cream?
I didn't get that fancy, man. I put a little cayenne pepper in it though because I like it hot.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's nice.
That is
wow.
That's a nice additive.
That's
Listen, it's nasty today. I need it.
And it is so nasty that over the past couple days, I have kept in touch with Wonderhussy. By the way, this cough, it's COVID. I get COVID about 3-4 times a week.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You said it again.
Yeah, about 3. Yeah, but I only said it because I get it. And by the way, do we believe in, yes, take all precautions. Okay, now we won't be banned.
La.
Okay, okay. Wonderhussy. Wonderhussy never talked about the C word. Well, wait. Yes, she did. When she was out there in the desert, and I want to call it Running Man, but it's not. It's Burning Man. And she was talking about the dreaded C word, but let's not say the word again. And the fact that you thought you had it, but you didn't, or you did have it, because I've been meaning to talk to you about this, Wonderhussy.
Listen, as far as I know, I've never had it. I've never tested positive for it, but it's a friggin' miracle when you consider all the things that can go on at Burning Man, you know what I mean? Like, the crowds I was in, the things I was sharing, the things I put my lips on.
Hold on. First of all, what are you sharing?
Well, sharing it all, I mean, I don't want to get into too many details here. I'm not sure who's listening, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but
you pass around a joint, you pass around a drink, you pass around you pass around that.
But what I love about this gal, and I can't say this about many females, but I appreciate that she's sort of asexual. Am I right about that, Wonderhussy?
You are right on the money, my friend. I often feel like Spock from Star Trek, man. Like, what is going on?
Well, awesome. And you're no longer in your 20s or 30s, correct?
No, I'm not. And thanks for letting everybody know. I appreciate that.
No. You know that I'm the last person to throw Wonder Hussy, the beloved Wonder Hussy, under the bus. But I think people can do the math and discover that. Well, I'm not gonna bury myself anymore.
Do the math. I know you mean.
No, but
get that shovel out of your hands.
Let's just say she is 100% beautiful.
Yeah, she is. She is. She's.
Thank you.
How about
I'm
that?
well preserved from all the alcohol. What can I say?
As are we.
Yeah, that's Tattoo Dave, our new producer.
By the way, Matt, this is Marty, Wonder Hussy. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, Marty. Here, and okay, so what I had for you, I actually went to the weed store because I got this really nice blend of this really good stuff, and I was thinking, you know what? I think Wonder Hussy might enjoy that with me a little bit.
I probably would.
Yeah.
We're gonna save it.
Yeah, she is no stranger to partaking in a little, what do they call it these days? Token on a number? Wait, no, that's the 60s. Hold on a second. See, it's something.
Let's say Expendables.
It's token on a number. It's something I've never done. I've never smoked marijuana, but I've never done the cocaine. And I think the last time Wonder Hussy was on via telephone, we sort of established that neither has she. I don't think you've never done the cocaine, have you?
Well, I tried it once or twice. It's really not my thing. Matt, I'm a wholesome, good old-fashioned gal. I like weed and mushrooms, things that grow out of ears,
Yes.
Nothing that came out of a lab. I like simple things.
That's it, baby. I'm with you on that.
There's a new, did you hear about the new California mushroom?
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna make that announcement in a few minutes. The fact that these idiot sticks in charge are. Of course, they're not concerned with the deficit and, the things that really matter. They're too busy naming a new mushroom as the California shroom. And those are the important things here in the beautiful state, formerly great state of California.
Yeah, we have 500 people living under a bridge, but we have a state mushroom.
Yes.
How about that?
See, that's exactly. This is why I love her. She's a pragmatist.
I was just going to say.
And I knew that from day one. And I think she makes no bones about it that she loves good old America. I know you do.
Look at her
I
glasses.
sure do, yeah.
American
those
flag
glasses were made
sunglasses.
in China, though, Matt.
Were they made in China?
It's okay.
Yeah, China. Well, listen, Wonder Hussy obviously was supposed to be with us this weekend. You've seen the billboards. You read all about it in all the trades, that Wonder Hussy on Outlaw Radio. However, the weather is unprecedentedly terrible.
It is.
I mean, it sucks so bad. But she is such a cool chick that when I'm talking to her on Thursday, she said, no, I'm still planning on doing it. I said, it's supposed to be really bad. I said, I'll keep in touch. Then we talked yesterday, and she's still in. She's saying, well, I think I can make it. Which pass do you think would be the best one? And I'm thinking, hell do I know?
None of them.
None of them.
Which pass would it have been, Wonder Hussy?
Yeah, from.
I was going to go through the high desert, but I'm not worried about myself. I've got a good vehicle. I've got good tires. I can drive. It's the other people on the road I was
100%.
worried about. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I drive every day. I agree.
And you know how bad I wanted Wonder Hussy in here drinking and smoking with us.
Well, now that I know this, too, I'm
in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar, but I didn't want her to die. There's something about her that I enjoy, and although we've never met in person, I really like this gal. And the last thing I want her to do is die
or get hurt or any of the above.
And I'm certain her myriad subscribers to her channel on YouTube, they would really hate that, Wonder Hussy, wouldn't they?
Yeah, no one wants me to die, so it's okay. I'll just come out another time. No biggie.
Well, we've already locked it in, March 18th.
That's right. I'll be there.
Yeah, that is my birthday weekend, and what a perfect time for us to enjoy the fun and the perils of life here in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar.
And a bag of shrooms.
And
that's going to get a little.
See, I don't do the shrooms either. But it's your choice. I don't recommend you do a shroom and then drive. I bet you would never do that, would you, Wonder Hussy?
No, I'm very sensible with my recreational drug use. You know, like I just said, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everything about you seems completely sensible.
No, because she's sensible.
Yeah.
She's articulate and interesting. Even though some of the things she has foraged through out in the desert, I think I would have had to pocket. Because, and I only say this not because I look at that as stealing. I never even stole as a kid. I never stole a candy bar. So I don't look at this as stealing. I look at this as preservation, Wonder Hussy. When you see a magazine from the 60s that has been sitting there in the desert for all those years, I think it's your job to preserve that by taking it with you.
Well, I like your point of view. I don't know. When you're on YouTube, man, someone's going to hate you for everything. So I always err on the side of caution and just leave everything behind so I don't get any hate.
Until she shuts the camera off, then she goes back and takes it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, see that? That's sort of a devious laugh.
You hear that? Yeah.
My secret is out. Darn it.
Yeah. All right, and we're gonna have 3 hours with you on March 18th. So, but before I get, I have so many questions for this gal who grew up, as I understand it, in Northern California, and your mother, a beautiful woman, sort of a hippie chick.
Oh yeah, definitely learned a lot from my mom.
Yeah, and your sister, who is never on camera, but you say it's not because she's shy, it's because she's not an attention whore?
Yeah, basically, you know, she likes to preserve her mystique because she's never on camera. She's got her own little fan club of people they go, your sister's as rare as the bighorn sheep. We want to see your sister.
Hold on, Wonder Hussy.
Okay, this is my brother Mart.
Marty, I got to ask you something.
Hi, Marty.
Hello. I did see I swear I saw your sister's face in one episode of yours.
Well, she's been on here or there. Just, you know, it doesn't make a big deal. Like I said, she's not an attention whore like me. She doesn't make a big deal out of it like I do.
Yeah.
I gotta love her.
She's also very attractive. Her sister's very attractive, as Wonder Hussy is.
Well,
my sister's the brains of the operation, okay? I'm the one who's out here risking my neck, sifting through all kinds of toxic crap in the desert. My sister's back at the ranch taking care of business, all right?
Well, if your sister is the brains, then she must be really smart. Because you are one smart gal.
She's too smart to be on this show with you right now. How about that?
Yeah. How about that? Is she there? Is she around?
Then she's over in we have a compound out here. Okay, there's many buildings. She's in a different building.
Yeah. Well, that's and do you ever? Well, I don't know if obviously you see each other, but are there days when you won't see each other?
No, because we only have one shower and one kitchen, so I got to go in the main house for certain things. We see each other just about every day.
Yeah. And I'm not going to ask the question my brother was thinking. So, because you're rude, and don't be rude.
What are you talking about?
I know exactly what you were thinking.
I wasn't thinking anything.
They're sisters, all right? Yeah. And by the way, we've already established that Wonder Hussy is, if she's going to have some sort of sexual recreation, it will be with a man, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, I love the fact that you came out with that and you're not sort of nebulous or gray area, because in this day and age, you must understand that can hurt you. Wouldn't it be easier just to sort of keep the question out there so these haters won't come after you?
Well, listen, I'm not saying that I don't have manly qualities myself. I mean, I'm not going to go into too many physical details, but I've been told, I'm kind of manly, but I'm not attracted to men, and I feel like there's no shame in saying that. I mean, I'm not attracted to women. I'm attracted to men.
Yeah. Right.
Was that a Freudian slip? Hold on a minute.
Yeah, kind of. I'm wearing one.
No, really. I'm very boringly heterosexual. I'm not a swinger. I'm not into feet. I'm not into farting or burping or any of the other weird fetish stuff that I used to do for money. None of that. I am straight, plain Jane vanilla, unfortunately.
Good for you. And another reason why
love it.
Another reason.
I don't know that that's unfortunate.
No, it's not unfortunate. Another reason we love the Wonder Hussy. But you did.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just a good old-fashioned gal. Weed, mushrooms, and men, and simple.
But see, she mentioned she mentioned the F word, and that's a word that I've never used because I find it disgusting. And it starts with an F and it ends with a T.
Well, she mentioned two of those.
What?
Well, she mentioned two of those.
Well, what was the other one?
Feet and fart.
Okay, and he said it. And the reason why I'm not saying it is because it's... But that's my own hang-up since I was a kid. I just never used that word. That's my thing. But the reason why I bring this up is because when you were doing the fetish stuff, are you saying that there were men and or women who were into that... That yeah, I know. I think I threw up just a touch in my mouth. That they're into that expelling of odoriferousness.
Oh yeah, brother. Listen, you better believe it. I don't want to gross you out, but yeah, burping's a big one, man. I used to do these videos where we would drink root beer. Root beer makes you burp better than anything, and just you're wearing a bikini, sitting there belching, and then some guy downloads it and gets off on it.
Wow!
Oh my God!
There are some sick sons of bitches out there, and we believe in live and let live. I mean, whatever makes you happy, don't hurt other people. But damn!
All right. Yeah. Hey, listen, I didn't ask any questions. I was getting paid. I was paying my bills. You know. Hey, it's all good.
Yeah, but the other one, the one that starts with an F and ends with a T, you're saying that there were guys into that?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I wasn't able to perform on cue in that area, so I never did those kinds of videos.
Oh, thank God, because we were about to eliminate the March 18th appearance from Wonderhussy, just in case she was thinking that I have to perform that duty. No, we're not into that either.
Oh my God! Can we talk about something else?
Yeah. Anything else? Well, here's what we'll talk about. We'll talk about the fact that Wonderhussy will be here March 18th. And I would say God willing, but she's an atheist. And I'll get into that with Wonderhussy as well, because wouldn't it be easier to at least leave that open? You know, just in case, hedge your bets, Wonderhussy?
Well, I do. I don't call myself an atheist. I'm an agnostic. The only thing I know is that I don't know anything, okay?
But you have, hold on a second, Wonderhussy, not to bust your balls over here, but you have gone on record on one or two of your videos calling yourself an atheist. You have said that.
Maybe I misspoke, or maybe I've just evolved in my old age. But yeah, I definitely don't consider myself an atheist anymore. I can't be sure enough about anything, you know?
Because I think agnostic, you know, if you're in that sort of gray area, it just seems to me that agnostic is the way to go. I mean, hedge your bets, right?
It leaves a lot of wiggle room. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to lock myself into anything.
Okay.
By the way, when she's here, I'm going to bring a lot of root beer.
No.
Beans and root beer, yay!
I think we need to change the date and not tell your brother.
Yeah, I think you may be onto something here. Wonderhussy, you are a credit to the female gender. You are a credit to smart people everywhere. And you are a credit to desert dwellers and those who love, as I do, love the vast landscape that is the desert. I find such beauty in that, and I know you do as well. And I love that about you. And you, even though you grew up in Northern California, did you always have sort of a penchant towards loving the desert?
No, I moved to Vegas, man, because I didn't know what else to do, and it had nothing to do with the desert. I moved to Vegas, and then I got bored in Vegas because it's not that big of a city, and I started poking around the outskirts, and that's kind of where my love of the desert came from.
Yeah, boy, I remember, those are the days for me when I was poking around the skirts as well. That was, wow, was that, man. What did she say?
Outskirts.
Oh, she said outskirts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my apologies. That was something I was probably thinking, and I can't believe it came out, and now I should be blasphemized. Yeah. Come on, you woke creatures. Go after me. Come at me. Wonderhussy, one thing I can guarantee you on March 18th, that Saturday, live in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar, is you are going to become inebriated. And oh yeah, I promise you that. And you smoke what you want, unless it's what's illegal? Hash? That's illegal, right?
Oh man,
what?
That's good stuff.
No, it's not good stuff, Mart.
None of us eat legal.
What do you mean? Wait,
PCP is
crack
anything.
is
that's illegal.
Okay, so what do you mean none of this is
Narcotics
illegal?
are, but not
No,
weed.
we're not doing anything like that.
No,
but
she
you know,
stick to-
marijuana.
Nature's miracle. Leave it at that.
Marijuana legal in California, so we have no problem with the hussy. Well, we're smoking cigars.
I have some good weed for her.
That she enjoys, some weed. Although I don't do it myself.
You and I will get stoned, Wonder Hussy.
Oh, good, Mark.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, and I have plenty of bourbon. And what's that? What is that cocktail of choice that you enjoy quaffing when it's available?
Well, now listen, I was drinking a lot of Negronis.
That's it. Yes.
Unfortunately, I had too many Negronis a couple weekends ago, and I puked. Well, I don't know if this is another word that bothers you, but I
No, it
puked
doesn't.
them all up over my jeans and boots.
No, see, the word puke doesn't bother me in any way, shape, or form.
Man, I love her, her honesty is just impeccable.
Well, I have been saving this bottle of Negroni for you, so you must have at least one when you're here.
So
I think I'll be fine by March 18th. It'll have been over a month, and I think my system will have returned to normal.
All right. That is Wonder Hussy. She is Wonder Hussy. Look for her on YouTube. Simply punch in Wonder Hussy. You can't miss her. How I discovered her, and thank you for asking, had to be a year and a half ago or two, about a year and a half ago. It hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
But she was out investigating that big old Lake Mead and, the bodies that were popping up and so on. And that was my first video of Wonder Hussy. And I'm thinking to myself, who the hell is this broad? And why does she care about the lake? But I'll tell you what, she sucked me into her vortex.
Yeah.
And she'll do the same thing to you if you check her out on YouTube. And by the way, I'll stop right there. Sometimes I throw myself under the bus. Wonder Hussy, I love you. We'll see you on the 18th, that Saturday, here live in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar known as Outlaw Radio headquarters.
I'll clean the puke off my boots for you.
Okay, very nice. There she is. There she is.
We'll see you soon.
That's the Wonder Hussy. Yeah, what a good gal. What a good gal. And if you've never watched her on YouTube, it's worthy. If you even have a passing interest in the vastness of the desert, I happen to love that, and I've been threatening for 30 years to get the hell out of California, move to the desert, northern Nevada, give me a trailer out there, give me some bourbon. I mean, don't give it to me. I'll buy it. And a nice, fine stogie. And on occasion, couple times a week, a gorgeous porterhouse steak or a ribeye. That's it. What else do I need? I mean, now that my buddy who used to own the Moonlight Bunny Ranch is dead, what else do I have to look forward to? Although I never partook in any of his wares at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. Much to the point where I would have to explain to him, listen, I'm no gay fella. I just want you to know, but I want at least the woman, I want to think or have the illusion that she's into me for me. And it's sort of an illusion, as I've discovered throughout my many years on this planet. That I hate to be so nasty about this, but it just seems like
I feel weird too.
It just seems like there are ulterior motives in many a female. Now, men don't have an ulterior motive when it comes to females. I think it's pretty direct and black and white. You know what we want, right?
Hey,
For a heterosexual male, you know what we want.
Yes, and I feel the same way. Like
I can barely hear his mic. Would you turn that up there, Dave?
Wow, there we go.
Talk to me, Mart.
Even strip bars, like I'm with you on that.
I don't like strip bars.
I feel uncomfortable after a while. It's like, man,
say, wait, what are you doing?
Get out of my face a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
I'll go for the massage in a strip bar. If I'm forced into a strip bar, I'll go for the massage.
I'm glad you brought up massage because I'd rather use my massage parlors here in the valley in Van Nuys.
Okay, that's my brother Mart. That's not me. I just want you to know.
Those are
it's really important. When we return, Lady Gaga sued for not paying $500,000 reward to woman who returned her kidnapped dogs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, all that and much less in mere minutes. Hey, check us out on, what are we on? Rumble.com, and we're on YouTube, and we're on Twitter, and we're on great radio stations throughout the country. Simply punch in Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Wow. I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah, I don't know either.
sexy young. We stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Mad Allen.
Hit me now.
It was a night.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what a night it was. It really was such a night. The moon was bright. Oh, how bright it was. It really was such a night. The night was alive with stars above.
You know, I've never wanted to be anyone else. Ever in my life.
I had to fall.
But I'll tell you what, when it comes to Elvis.
Oh, yeah.
It was a kiss. Ooh, what a kiss.
Oh, such a kiss.
Oh, how she could kiss.
Man, what a cool dude. What a cool dude. Welcome back to Outlaw Radio, live from the Lighten Up Lounge. Smoking, drinking, interrupted. From an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar. I meant to mention this, I think it was last Saturday, that I found on the verge of amusing. Chiefs old Patrick says Andy Reid threatened to bench any player who left the locker room to watch Rihanna. And by the way, if you watch that halftime show, there'd be no reason to want to watch that halftime show. It sucks so bad. But, you think coaching decisions have nothing to do with the locker room or watching Rihanna at halftime, but he's going to bench him if they went out and watched.
I like Andy Reid.
Oh, yeah, good, yeah. But is it Pat Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, oh my God, those in Wisconsin know now that I know nothing about sports. Oh man, just another reason to hate little old Magic Matt here on Outlaw Radio.
Pat Mahomes, he won everything.
I can barely hear you, Mart.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not in control. So,
oh boy, when I make a statement like that, just keep talking. Just try to make a point. That's my brother Mart.
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Well, I'm just saying. You talk, I fix.
This is, by the way, second week. Tattoo Dave as producer of Outlaw Radio. It is a fire that we threw him into, and this is much better. Well, anything is better than last Saturday, but it's much better. And by March 18th on this show, when Wonder Hussy from the desert happens to be here live in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar, all bugs ironed out.
Yeah, I'm going to be sitting, and she's going to be on my lap in my seat. I won't even be here.
Hey, Dave, back off, bro.
Yeah.
Stop it, Marty.
I don't understand, and I normally will ignore a comment, but I have no idea what our HR man, Billy Dilly, meant by, you got a razor in your hand? Okay, so we have to go back. Now I know. Because in theory, there could be an armpit shaving. The one... And I don't want to call it a fallacy, but almost in my mind, the one thing that Wonder Hussy has that, in our opinion, a female shouldn't, is just a big bushiness under her arms.
You know what, though? It's not that big, really.
It is.
I think it's pretty massive.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it hangs way down.
Yeah, it's a little... it's
all natural.
And by the way, you lovely women who shave your armpits, thank you. And I mean that from the bottom of my bottom.
Trim her up, man.
Yeah, you got to trim them. Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Trim her down. Lady Gaga sued for...
Trim her down.
Yeah, for not paying $500,000 reward to a woman who returned her kidnapped dogs. This is a bizarre saga of Lady Gaga, an incredibly talented woman who is, some have said, of course not me, but some have called her a double bagger. And
triple bagger.
Triple bagger?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
All right, great body and just a wealth of talent.
Boy,
man, can that woman sing and can that woman write?
I could tell you stories.
You Tattoo Dave, you can tell me stories?
I have great Gaga stories.
Well, then tell me one.
Yeah. Well, I worked on American Horror Story Hotel.
Make sure your mic is all the way up there.
It should be up.
Oh, you worked on
Okay.
All right. I worked on American Horror Story Hotel.
Yeah.
And when we were informed that she was going to be on the show,
right,
we were told, don't make eye contact. Don't engage with her.
Really? One of those, huh?
Well, that's what we thought.
Okay.
Come to find out, she is as cool can be.
Yeah.
And naked everywhere.
Oh.
I mean, I used to take a shortcut going through base camp to the trailers, that was always in the shade because it was hot.
I bet you did.
And one time happened to walk by and she's standing in the doorway completely naked.
Yeah.
And just waves.
Honest to God.
Honest to God, just waves. And now I'm like, I can't take this shortcut anymore.
Well, of course you can.
No. But, I mean, literally, as soon as her scenes were done, she's ripping off her wardrobe, running off the stage. She is as cool can be.
Well, but back to the double bagger concept.
Yeah, that's
in order to attract a man with a face in a pie hole like that, don't you have to go the extra mile? And maybe she learned that nakedness for her, prior to her stardom, would be the one thing that guys, of course, can't ignore, a naked woman. I mean, we simply can't ignore that. I mean, a heterosexual male.
Not a chance.
Can't ignore that. So maybe it's that she learned that early on.
Well, David, you probably got beyond the face at that point.
You know what? If I'm being honest, which I know you hate to hear, but I don't think she's terribly bad looking.
Okay, let's break this down about the being honest part. It's not that I hate to hear people being honest. I simply have a problem with people saying if I'm being honest.
Right.
Because if you say if I'm being honest or can I be honest or I'm going to be honest, that means that everything else out of your mouth I don't trust because it's not honest.
And by the way, Matt,
that's all that is.
She is the definition
of double bagger?
Butterface.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, my meaning here was not to throw her under the bus. And for those of you butterfaces out there with a beautiful body, God love you.
I've had them.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I've been with them.
Okay, well, not even been with. I can see a relationship with a butterface these days.
Sure.
Right?
I have kind of one right now. Anyway.
Okay.
Whoa, stop. Dave, I want to mention to Dave, though, really quickly. You worked on that set, because I was a big horror story fan for a long time.
Yeah.
That season turned me off. It got too weird. It got too crazy.
That was the beginning of weird. That was the beginning of really, really, really weird, and it went downhill.
I think that's what shut that show down was her.
Well, it didn't shut it down. It got picked up by media and network streaming.
You know what was good was
she's a good actor, though. I mean, actress. Pardon me.
Yeah, she's
good actress.
Unless you saw The House of Gucci, and you would disagree.
And I'll tell you what, though, the best season was with what's her name from Fleetwood Mac.
What's her name? The Covenant.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. The hell,
Christine
Nicks.
Oh, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks, and she was. Talk about a great actress.
Well, listen, this one had
good?
Angela Bassett.
Holy crap, she's great, man.
Well, okay, Lady Gaga has been sued $500,000 because she, pardon me.
Wow.
Do you have some root beer?
Wonderhussy might.
I did. That was not on purpose, and all of a sudden I become rude, and I just want to take that back. I want to take that 30 seconds back.
I'm sorry, I have it on camera.
If there's any way to rewind that. The woman who returned the two dogs is suing the pop star for not paying the $500 reward that she claims was promised to anyone. $500,000 that she promised to anyone who delivered the French bulldog safely back to their owner. Do you have a French bulldog?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. They're very lovable and
very expensive.
But I love dogs. I love any sort of dogs.
I'm going to bring them in one day.
I don't know if I love them that much.
I got a dog coming over named Rocco.
But she said no questions asked, and I'll pay you $500,000.
Yeah, but didn't it turn out that
in another twist, the plaintiff was herself involved in the crime, having pleaded no contest to one count of receiving stolen property. Jennifer McBride has alleged in a lawsuit that she has not received the reward owed to her, claiming Lady Gaga defrauded her by making a promise without intent to perform. The lawsuit claims McBride has suffered compensatory damages, pain and suffering, mental anguish, and loss of enjoyment of life as a result of not receiving the $500,000. She's also asking the court to triple the damages to $1.5 million. This, of course, according to TMZ. Two of Lady Gaga's French bulldogs, Koji and Gustave, stolen in the 2021 robbery right here in L.A., in which one of the singer's assistants, who was walking the dogs at the time of the incident, was shot but survived. The stolen dogs were returned a couple of days later by Jennifer McBride, who was later arrested for her role in the crime. She was charged for accessory attempted murder in 2022. She pleaded no contest to one count of receiving stolen property and was sentenced to 2 years of probation. This was reported. James Howard Jackson, one of 3 men and 2 accomplices who carried out the robbery, was sentenced to 21 years in jail.
He shot the dog walker.
But the deal is that she was complicit in the stealing and the entire plan to grab the dogs and then go for a reward. And it's interesting that I'm not on her side, but she makes a feasible point because she does. Lady Gaga says $500,000, no questions asked.
Yeah.
It doesn't say if you're complicit or you were involved in the stealing of my bulldogs.
You know what? Yeah, she's got a good point, man.
I mean, but this will be thrown out of. It's got to be thrown. Well, wait,
There's
is this
no
in
way
California?
this can stand.
Is it? Hold on, this is in California. Not necessarily thrown out of court. Anything friggin' happens in this state.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a loony thing, it could happen. L.A. County Deputy District Attorney Michelle Hanise told TMZ that McBride was more than aware that the dogs were stolen when she returned them in hopes of obtaining the reward and had known the men involved in the shooting for years. So they planned the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
And she wants her half a million.
You can't blame her.
I would have a tough time if I were Lady Gaga handing over $500,000 to this friggin' piece of crap chick.
Well, yeah, I mean, what's that Billy off mic just blabbering stuff?
I got him on
Really
mic.
tough.
He's just not talking into
she
it.
wants to feed that guy in jail because
Yeah.
she's going to make her 50 or 500.
Well, if she's only sentenced to a couple years in jail, that means she's probably out by now.
Yeah.
And the guy that was sentenced to 21 years in jail, if he does half that in this state, that'll be remarkable.
Well, you said
Well,
she was
hence
on
the lawsuit. I mean, I'm sure she can't file.
Oh, yeah, and she's on probation.
Right.
So she's not even doing jail time for this. I mean, wouldn't you be happy that you're not in the big house?
Yeah.
Instead of requesting the $500,000 that Lady Gaga offered?
I'm sorry, that's
For
just not good
logic,
enough.
Matt.
No, I know.
He's a criminal.
I know. Mark C.G. Boyer, you're right. I love and I enjoy a little logic, but yeah, we're dealing with criminals here.
Hold on, and I just want to say that wasn't Mark's mic, it was his nose.
France's César Awards were disrupted by a climate change protester who arrived on stage just out of nowhere holding a sign that simply said, "We have 761 days left."
That's
Better than 3 years.
Now you can ask that you can ask the question after 761 days when we're still here and the climate is still not a crisis, then what? But they always have a stupid answer for this. This is the country's equivalent of the Oscars, and it was disrupted by a climate change protester who crashed the stage in the middle of a live national broadcast. Female protester appeared about midway through the 48th annual César ceremony at Olympia Hall in Paris shortly after presenters, including actor Ahmed Celia, had taken the stage while the protester didn't say anything. Wait, what happened here? I was going to go back to the stolen dogs were returned, but that I don't think that fits into this story.
Not really.
She wore a T-shirt that read in English, "We have 761 days left." The broadcast then cut to a title card as Ahmed, who is a popular French actor and comic, started laughing as he walked off camera with his co-presenter. The protester was later carried off the stage, as they're known to do. They're carried off either outside or, if it is an award show, carried off the stage, as this dumb bolt carrying the stupid sign should be carried off. The radical French climate change group, De Nouvelle Rénovation, later took credit for the disruption, identifying the protester only as Nina. The activist group believes that unless society takes significant action against climate change within the next 3 to 4 years, civilization is doomed. But this Ahmed Celia, this French popular actor, was later criticized on social media for appearing to laugh at the climate protester. because he's laughing at this idiot stick, Dumbolt, 761 days of life left. This guy is the bad guy. The actor explained in a tweet that his reaction was the result of stage fright. And not knowing who the protester was, we are all worried about the environment, he tweeted. Oh, geez, it's just butt cringe time.
It is.
It's always back, walking it back. Instead of saying, no, this was an idiot stick. We obviously have more than 761 days. If you listen to the Al Gores of the world, we should have been done 20 years ago. If you go back to the 70s and these idiots... We are underwater by now.
Yes.
And Matt, we are tonight.
Matt, really quickly, man.
And by the way, here in Southern California, we are underwater.
No,
so maybe there is some credence to this.
And they're still saying we're still in a drought. We had,
of course.
In the last 2 days, we had more rain than we had in 2 years.
3 years.
We're still in a drought.
All right, a woman who sued Marilyn Manson for sexual assault recants. I'll tell you about that next.
Your time is up. You took a sip from the devil's cup. You broke my heart. There's no way back. Move right out of here, baby. Go and pack your bags. Just who do you think you are? Stop acting like some kind of star. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a man, baby, if that's what you are. 'Cause I'm moving on up. You're moving on out. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. You're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. They brag a man has walked in space, but you can't even find my place. There ain't nothing you can do, 'cause I've had enough of me, baby, being part of you. Just who do you think you are? This time you've gone too far. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a man, baby, if that's what you are. 'Cause I'm moving on up. You're moving on out. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. You're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, you're moving on out. Moving on up, nothing can stop me. Moving on up, you're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. Moving, moving, moving. Nothing can stop me. Moving, moving. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me.
We never accused him. I don't give a fuck. We never accused him.
It was delicious.
You've done me wrong. Your time is up. You took a sip from the devil's cup. You broke my heart. There's no way back. Move right out. Never wanted to dance with nobody not you.
This is Outlaw Radio. This is Outlaw Radio.
Welcome back to the big, sweaty, sort of mangy dog of broadcasting, known as Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on Rumble.com and YouTube, until YouTube decides that, well, they've had enough of us, and they've decided that a couple times. Infractions are us when it comes to YouTube. But on Rumble.com, you know, they sort of like this whole concept of free speech.
Yeah, oh, no.
God love America. God love you for taking the time to spend a few minutes with Outlaw Radio.
God love Rumble.com.
A big hour next hour. The woman who sued Marilyn Manson for sexual assault is now recanting. And I feel like it was an hour ago when I was saying not one to boast. But I have to say this again. I did go on record as saying I thought this was a big scam-a-lama ding-dong,
yes.
And this chick was full of crap. If you recall, if you listen and or watch or do both to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, then you know I said that. I thought it was a scam-a-lama ding-dong.
What you said, and I remember this, you said...
And I'm no Marilyn Manson friggin' aficionado or fan.
You said you didn't think this was going to happen. It's not going to...
No, I thought it was a crock.
Yeah.
So she is now taking it back.
Yeah.
And I'll explain why and who she's blaming this on, because it's always a blame. And R. Kelly is sentenced to 20 years for child sex crimes. And if you've never heard this interview, and I guarantee that if you have not heard this interview on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, then you've never heard it, because this is an interview that is exclusive to us, R. Kelly, with Oprah's gal pal. But it's a twist, and it sort of threw us for a loop, and we'll play that next hour. Plus, the MeToo movement is making men soft and women charmless. Who said that? Well, I will tell you next hour who said that, and she's 100% freaking right.
Wow. Yeah.
Charmless, and men are pussies these days.
Yeah.
Especially the young men in their 20s.
Oh.
I mean, watch them on YouTube, man. They're all effeminate.
I mean, they all have vaginas, man. It's like, just stop.
It's going to change.
Stop it.
Joy Beastar.
She doesn't have a vagina.
East Palestine residents. She says Trump deregulated. That's who you voted for.
Oh.
By the way, Trump was masterful in his visit to that river and in East Palestine. He was masterful. He's back on track. I hate to say that, because then he'll do something stupid, and hopefully not. But he's back on track. I once again am in his camp. I think he's the guy.
Were you ever out?
I was never completely out, but I was, and still remain, a big fan of our Florida governor. DeSantis is a great man, but the difference between DeSantis and Donald Trump is that DeSantis is a dyed-in-the-wool politician.
Yes.
Donald Trump is not a politician. He's a man who did great things for the United States of America. Joy Beastar told her co-host on ABC's, the fact that this is still watched by, I mean, you gotta be a dumbbolt if you watch this and you believe in these dip asses sitting there in that panel. She says the residents of East Palestine, Ohio, who are suffering in the aftermath of a train derailment that caused hazardous materials to leak into the environment, voted for former President Donald Trump, who reduces all safety with deregulation. This is why I bring this up. If it was up to the left, every single effing thing in your life would be regulated.
Yeah.
It's all about a new law. It's all about a new law being put into effect. It's about controlling your friggin' life. At ABC's Holstein, East Palestine train derailment is Trump's fault. Can you imagine these two agreeing on The View? Former President Donald Trump was at fault for the train derailment, which caused hazardous materials. Listen, everything is Donald Trump's fault.
Yes.
Don't forget that. Big hour next on Outlaw Radio. Thank you for being there from the bottom of my bottom.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes, he just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten him up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh, have mercy. Welcome back to the Big Dog of Broadcasting. We're getting there slowly but surely. On our video platforms, YouTube and Rumble.com. And on great radio stations. And when I say great radio stations, I don't downplay that. I mean great radio stations who understand that we're about the truth. And these radio stations and those who commandeer those stations, those who run these networks, they're good people because they love the United States of America. And thank you for carrying Outlaw Radio. I will continue to be Little Old Magic Matt at the helm. Second week of producership is Tattoo Dave. Why do we call him that? His name is Dave, and he has many a tattoo.
Just one.
Well, it seems like a large one.
Yeah, it just keeps getting bigger.
My brother Mart is here.
T.
Okay, and Mark C.G. Boyer.
Hello.
Before I get into this woman who sued Marilyn Manson for sexual assault, and as I laid claim to this, yeah, I think it must have been several months ago, I mentioned that I thought she was full of crap. Mark C.G. Boyer, my brother Mart, and my own self, we ventured off to Ventura, California last Sunday.
Yes, we did.
And one of my favorite dive bars continues to be one of my favorite dive bars, the Lamplighter, because they haven't really begun screwing us yet by higher prices. Oh, they're higher than they were before the pandemma. You notice I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say the word, but
too late.
The pandemma. No, I can say that, Dave. And
no, I'm saying the C word. You know.
Oh, so what? Just stop it.
No. As long as I don't get into the C that ends with a D, and it was a pandemma.
Censorship.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we're trying to stay on YouTube as long as we possibly can.
Screw YouTube.
Wow.
Excellent, Mart. Excellent.
Pretty sure you told me to keep his mic up.
I'm not saying I'm all. Yeah, I am. I am saying I'm always right, except this one time.
I thought I was wrong once.
So Matt, let's get into this trip.
So it was a great Bloody Mary. In fact, it was so good that I did something that I never do. I had two of them.
Yeah, we had two drinks.
And that is something I never do at this bar. I usually have one Bloody Mary, and then we move on. But it was so good. And then we head to Ventura from Camarillo, and we make it to.
Matt, can I back up a little?
This is my brother Mark.
I want to back up for a minute.
Yeah.
So on the way there, I'm going with Matt, and Mark Boyer is driving.
Yes.
So we're on our way through. So
by the way. You need to know that Mark C.G. Boyer, our driver, and you can see him if you're watching us on Rumble and or YouTube.
He looks like Jessica Rabbit.
And or Twitter.
And a very ugly version.
You want to explain what I'm thinking, Mart, to Dave?
Yeah.
Well, no, because I don't want to do it.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I will. All right.
Hold on, let me
prepare
my middle finger.
Haven't we had a meeting about this or something where you don't overstate the obvious?
Never reference
You don't, yeah.
Mark's appearance.
I was just referencing.
It doesn't matter. No excuses.
Marty.
No excuses. Nope.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you and Lori you're close
Holy
to
cow, we're done.
close to getting a room. And by the way, Dave,
producer.
Dave's saying, "Really? I'm in."
I didn't want anybody to mistake Mark for Marty. I was protecting Marty, and he's
Okay.
getting on me.
Okay,
All right.
whatever. No excuses.
Okay.
So anyway, Matt.
Yes.
Want to back up. So we leave, and Matt goes, "Hey, Mark, you know, there's this world market, or not world market, it's a, whatever it is. And in Moore Park,
Yes.
we're just going to stop there, 20
Grocery
minutes.
outlet.
Grocery outlet.
Yeah.
Before we head out on our venture.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not going in. And I'm like, I'm waiting in the car. I'm thinking, son of a
And I'm thinking, why wouldn't Mart want to engage in a new opportunity to buy in this Biden friggin' era where prices are through the roof? Why would you not want to at least poke around?
That wasn't part
as Wonder Hussy would say, poke around in this store and find some great bargains.
Well, look, man, I was my whole conquest was where's the next drink, and it's like
okay, it's
I'm
not a
I'm
conquest, but continue.
Whatever. I'm not going in a freaking grocery store. Well, it didn't take that long.
No, it didn't.
Unbeknownst to you guys and Mark, also, I left your car. I came in the store and used their restroom.
All right.
And the lady goes, "You have to buy something if you're going to use our restroom."
So what did you purchase?
Nothing. I said, I have friends in here shopping.
Oh, that's too bad because they're nice people.
She wasn't very nice.
No, that's not true. They're always nice to me, and maybe they know who you are.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I had a flask in the car anyway.
Okay, so is that your narrative on this story so far?
No, I wanted you to stop.
Yeah.
I just wanted to rewind to that point. Dave, they took me to a freaking grocery store.
Okay, we just established that, and did I not just say, was that what you wanted to add?
Hold on, I have a question.
A simple yes would be now. Yes, Dave. Tattoo Dave.
I have a question. So when I came to prepare for today's show during the week, Marty mentioned to me that he has this story about what happened on Sunday. It was a Monday that I came.
We're just beginning.
Yeah, okay. So then, I'm just going to say there better be more.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So on the way to the poker room in Ventura, I realized, oh God, there's also a real seedy dive bar with nasty people in there. So it's one of those places where I truly watch my P's and my Q's because I don't want to be shot in the head.
And Matt said, "Buckle up,"
or choked out.
Yeah.
But I like the bar because the owner of this joint said, "Screw this" during the pandemic, and kept the bar open. He kept it open the entire time. I was there, and I appreciate him. I appreciate small businesses who it's tough enough to stay in friggin' business.
Yeah, how did he manage to do that?
And he did because he kept it open, Dave. He kept this dive bar open. So I think we had a really good time there.
Well, look, man, here, we get there, and I go, and Matt goes, "Don't let the aesthetics fool you." Because it's City Hall. You got the cop shop across the street.
Right,
You got
it's
the
true.
courthouse.
The police are there. The City Hall is there.
Everything's right there. And so, so we get there, and the first thing I see outside is one of those tall gas heaters, and it's laying on its side, and it's all dented up. I go, boy, they had a nasty night last night.
Yeah.
And we walk in there. Matt's wearing a Peterbilt. The truck Peterbilt hat.
I'm wearing it now.
And this guy comes up, and he's got a Peterbilt shirt on. He goes up and he shakes Matt's hand.
How about that? Huh?
And it's like, and Matt goes, "I'm glad he didn't ask me anything about trucks, man."
Oh yeah,
the trucker love.
Well, I probably could have, I probably could have. Why I talked my way through that, but those 18-wheelers, I'll tell you. Because my fondness for truckers. I love truckers.
Yeah.
I mean, salt of the earth, hard-working sons of bitches, and there are folks trying to keep these people down. Oh, I don't know, like who rules? And I do mean rules. Canada. What an a-hole! What an a-hole! What he did to the truckers is illustrative in who this man is. But so it was a good time. And and by the way, one of the rare occasions, and please, Dave, make a note, Tattoo Dave, call Guinness Book of World Records. My brother Mart bought me a drink there.
Wow.
Yes,
Is
it
that
happened.
the height of this story?
Oh, no.
Okay.
So we had a fine time there for, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, and then we went to the poker room. Now, here's what I have learned. You don't want to visit a poker room with 3 people, and one of those people are not a poker player. Because then it's not even fair to him, my brother Mart, and it's not fair. And I thought, well, we'll spend an hour here. I'll win a couple $100 and we'll leave. But it's not fair. But I thought they had a bar downstairs,
which they did.
I told you about that.
Oh,
bar.
they did. Yeah,
they did. But
right,
you have to drink it right there.
No. Oh, yeah, you can't bring the drinks upstairs.
Yeah, that's weird.
When Matt said to me, he goes, no. I said, wow, this is it's a big casino. And he goes, yeah, don't let this fool you. It's a shady place. Well, look, they let people.
I did not say it was a shady place. Now you're fabricating the story.
Okay.
I never said that. I said this is a great place if you're a skilled poker player to make a buck or two.
Okay.
That's what I said.
All right. Well, anyway, so they let anyone in, man. You could be wearing sweats or whatever, man. They don't give a
that would
crap.
be any poker room anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, all right. So I'm not used to this. So
that's what I'm saying. My brother Mart, I think this could be the first poker room he has ever been in.
Yeah. No. But so anyway, so we go in there, and these guys, unbeknownst to me, I didn't even know we were going to this friggin' place.
Right.
And
well, I wasn't even sure either. My plan did not involve this poker room until Mark sent me a text, said, should I bring some money for poker? And I'm thinking, oh man, he's in. Okay.
Great, Mark.
Well, when you started this story, I thought,
and I'm glad you did the right thing.
Well, hold
Mark.
on. So then we get in there. And these guys go upstairs. I thought, they're just going to check some tables out. They're not going to play, right? They wouldn't do that.
Of course we're going to play.
So we're going to play. There's a bar downstairs. I go downstairs. The bar's closed. All right? So then I go to the cafe. He's open, and he's got Modelo's. He's got, some beer. Now, he's closing at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Which is like a half hour away, and I'm going, oh, great. So I loaded up. I got like 3 Modelo's. He goes, how many you want? But good guy. Real nice.
See that, Dave? He'll buy a bunch for himself.
Real nice.
Oh, yeah.
Guy. Well, I was sitting, you guys are, whatever.
Yeah.
So then I go, hey, is there a place to smoke? He goes, yeah, right out there. Go past security.
Right. Anyway.
Little smoke. So I go back there, and I'm by myself. All the, chairs are up on the tables. And they're winding up on a Sunday before a holiday weekend, the Monday, President's Day. And so I'm just getting freaking bored and just stupidly.
And hammered, I'm assuming.
I'm doing it,
Modelo's, the alcohol content in a Modelo, much more than your regular beer, as I understand it. I'm not a beer drinker.
And I started calling, random people that I haven't talked to in a long time just to stop the boredom.
Well, that's what you do.
And then I text Mark, I go, this place, I can't... sucks, whatever. I said, yeah. And I said, man, are you guys almost done? And Mark said, yeah, we're still playing. I'm like,
so we played for about an hour and a half, and I would have played longer, but
they had the dog in the car, me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So the dog in the car, and because of Mart, and I understand that. I thought I'd give it a shot. I learned my lesson. You don't bring a third wheel who is not a poker player to a poker room. Well, I thought I'd give it a shot, Dave.
You and I have had this conversation.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say when you started this story, I knew it had to lead to the poker room.
Yeah.
But typically. You don't want to go in the same car with anybody,
right?
Because say
who doesn't play poker.
Well, not only that, but you and I and Mark, and one of us is doing well, and one of us is getting the beat out of us, and then one wants to leave.
You're right,
and it's hard to do.
Yeah, it is.
Well, then Mark.
Yeah.
And so I go, would you ever come back? I go, this is the
I'm glad you brought this up.
I said, would you ever come back?
I'm glad I didn't bring this up.
I said, would you ever come back here again? Because this is an asshole. Right. I don't care, poker room, whatever.
Most poker rooms are.
No, but this Sun Gun.
And by the way, we're not there because it's a beautiful place. I'm there to win money.
Oh, I forgot.
Hey, Dave, yes. Why do you visit a poker room?
To win money.
Okay,
boom. So Mark, why would you be in a poker room? Okay, don't answer the question because it'll be a stupid answer.
So here's how bored I got. I'm downstairs, and there's horse racing going on downstairs. Yeah. So I started studying. I even asked a guy. I go, hey.
Hey, Mart, it's good to learn.
I said, so how do you do this stuff?
Good to learn.
So he's telling me this, and I go, I almost threw some money in. I'm like, oh, man, I'm not going to play the ponies right now.
So back to the question. I'm glad I didn't have to bring this up. So on the way back here in L.A. County, and my brother Mart asks Mark C.G. Boyer, would you ever go back to that? And Mark then says, no.
No.
And I'm thinking to myself, Mark,
Mark said no.
Yeah, and here's the thing about Mark. He is he's intelligent, and he is intelligent, but he's not smart. He's not smart in the ways of life. He's not.
He's book smart.
And I'm not even talking. Yes, he is. I'm not even talking about diplomacy here. When you're asked a question that you know why he's asking you that question, would you then not say, it's just another poker room? Instead of no, it's just another friggin' joint.
Mark, was there cheating going on at your first table?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
What? Yes.
What?
Okay. Well, that never happened to me, and who cares? Does that fit into the story whatsoever?
It's cheating in poker.
Is that why you wouldn't go back?
No, I just don't
because so cheating had nothing to do with it, which is my point. But my point is,
God, let him talk.
Hey, Mart, when you host the show, you let him talk. When you have your own radio show, you let him talk.
I never will because I hate radio.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's apparent. We've heard you. Okay. Here's the bottom line.
Go to hell.
Oh, you got me that time. That was like a dagger. Mark should have simply said, instead of giving him the response that he's looking for, it's like...
Don't tell him what he should say.
Wow.
Jesus.
Matt, that's ridiculous.
No, it is not ridiculous.
It's 100% ridiculous.
Because Mart's question is so leading. Mart doesn't like any poker place, whether it's Hustler Casino, whether it's the most beautiful
you're wrong.
Poker place.
You're wrong.
Okay, then tell me one you love.
You're wrong. The bicycle. The
bicycle?
Whatever that's called.
Okay. The bike.
Well, that would be the Commerce off the 5.
And I've been in the car. I'm not a big fan of that place. I like Vegas. I've been in poker rooms.
But you're not.
I'm not generalizing.
You're not in the poker room to play poker, though.
Listen, man.
And Mark once again gets Tattoo Dave. Are you in on this?
I'm in.
But hold on. Mark C.G. Boyer once again gets his ass handed to him.
That's why. Okay.
Yes. That's why with a suck out from some player, Mark has a good hand.
I plot tattoo, and the idiot called with an ace.
Hold on a second, Mark.
Yeah,
Do you remember last Wednesday night?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I don't need to say anything else.
Okay. Well, I mean, what about the listener? Can you break this down?
We play a regular poker game here in this 1840.
Right. All right. I played poorly last Wednesday.
It's not about playing poorly, Mark. It's about you suck out on us constantly on Wednesday night.
Oh, interesting. Well, interesting.
Yes,
how could you not be able to handle it happening to you?
Yeah, because these things have. And by the way, at my table, because we were playing at different tables, my table, I was sucked out on the river. I had him. He was dead, and then he sucks out with I forget what card, but it gave him the hand, and he shouldn't have been in.
Now, by the way, for the listener,
but Dave, do I want to leave because of that?
No. That sparks I want to get him back.
Yeah, his first table got cleaned out
because
they cleaned the table.
Okay, Mark. Good.
For cheating, Matt. It's a shady place.
No, it's not shady because someone cheats at a table. Dave, do you want to educate my brother on this, or you really don't have the time?
It would take too long.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a cheater at a table doesn't make the place shady. It's simple enough.
You go to Commerce Casino, these mad Asians that are playing at this card game.
Oh, man.
And chip stack, and they place their chips in certain it's happening all the time. So
yes.
You just have to be aware.
Yes. Or don't play the game. And I get that.
And by the way, I wanted to say, for the listening audience that doesn't understand what suck out means.
Yeah.
It means that when you have the best hand going in, somebody catches the last card to beat you badly. It's a bad beat.
Right.
So, just so you know.
And especially because it happened to me too, and I'm raising. So I ended up breaking even. Now, if Mart wasn't there, I would have played for a few more hours and probably won, some money.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, yes, because I'm a good poker player.
Good news is we ended up at the junkyard.
Can I answer Dave's question?
Go ahead. What was Dave's question?
All right, Dave.
By the way, we still have this. We have this Marilyn Manson stuff to get to. Hold on. We have R. Kelly sentenced to 20 years and an interview that you won't hear anywhere else. And something I've been looking forward to. Sky News. I love these people in Australia talking about our president, Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna love this when I get to this in mere minutes. Mark C.G. Boy.
So, Dave, your comment was I suck out at this table on Wednesday and Saturday all the time. There's a difference. If I suck out, that means I had a draw to the best hand.
That's true.
Okay, so you're
what
saying
I have
whoever sucked out on
happened
you
at these
didn't?
clubs, and let me finish. Dave.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I have king queen suited. I raise pre-flop.
Right.
I get a call. It's king queen 5.
Oh my God! You are totally in the lead. You have two pair. Slow it down, Mark.
Top two pair.
You have top two. That's massive.
Right. So my opponent.
Hold on. Keep going with the betting pattern.
He leads out on the flop.
Okay.
Right.
I shove $170.
So shoving means he put all of the money in front of him
into the
pot.
Yes.
And so this schmuck calls with a 5 and an ace.
Okay.
When it's clear that I have him crushed.
Right.
What the hell am I shoving?
So he sucks out with an ace on the river.
And he hit an ace on the river.
And by the way, the river means the 5th card in Texas Hold'em.
So this happens to me when I go out to play at clubs.
Yeah, you know what? It could be. Could be me. You know, because it always happens when it's Mark and I out amongst them, and he gets screwed, Dave.
Well, you know what? I don't want to. I love Mark, and you know I love Mark, but I get it.
But by the way, Dave, maybe we are good luck together because
you and I have done well.
Yeah, the 2 times that we were there together, we both won, and Dave won a substantial amount the last time we were there.
And we've talked about it, and we talked about how I came down to the table and analyzed people.
Right.
You just want to see who you see the kids that are just aggressive.
You
and
figure
out what they're doing.
You figure out who those young guys are that want to be on TV, playing poker.
So Dave, the last time I played, I wake up with pocket kings in the cutoff, and I raise pre-flop. I get a re-raise.
By the way, I'm not going to explain the cutoff or any of this stuff. It'll take too long. But go ahead.
The guy calls. All right.
Yeah.
The flop is garbage.
Yeah.
It's an 8 and a queen and a 2.
Okay, the flop is the first 3 cards thrown out there in Texas Hold'em that we all get to see. Yes, Mark?
The guy leads out. I shove for 190.
Wait. This happened
the last time.
Wait, this happened twice?
Yes, this is the last time we played.
I remember he told us this story. I remember.
Okay, yeah.
And the guy calls my shove with 5-4 offsuit.
Okay.
And catches a 4 and a 5.
Mark, can I just tell you one thing? I 100% agree with you.
But Mark is getting screwed here, and maybe I'm bad luck for him.
He is, but guess what? 99% of the time, you want that call. You just happen to get
Of course you do. Of course you want that call.
So there's 2 things that I have an issue with Matt's original comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matt asked a question.
No. Stop. Shut up.
No.
Turn his mic off. Turn his mic off now. Because what he's saying was that Matt asked a question. He meant Mart. And I was trying to help him by telling
I've never seen Mark C.G. Boy
telling him that it was Mart asking the question, not me. See, I need to clear this up. He can keep yelling all he wants, but his mic isn't on.
Which is petulant.
Yeah,
hold on. Because you're God. You're
it's not petulant.
So you're God. You control people's existence.
Turn my brother's mic off now.
Hey,
by the way, yes, I guess I am God on this show. All right. So let's go to break because we're going over. All right. But by the way, I don't hate Mark C.G. Boyer. I don't hate you at all. You're my brother. But I don't dislike Mark C.G. Boyer whatsoever.
Does. I love Mark.
No, and I love him as well.
I got to say, I've never seen him this angry. He's pretty angry.
Yeah, so what? I don't care that he's angry. It'll keep him alive for another 20 years. You know, there's no, it's not about telling the truth, and this is where you're wrong. This is where no. You're an idiot in your responses to someone who expects that answer. We'll be this after back on the Big Dog of Broadcasting, Outlaw Radio.
Oh yeah, come on, man. You should talk poker more. That was great. Did you hear me put in the baby crying? What? All right, we got 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. I turned you off. I do what the boss tells me, that's all I can do. Good producer.
With over 200 research workers, academic staff, and PhD students worked around the clock 7 days a week for 9 years. And today, we deliver broadcasting from atomic scale components, 21st century technology, talk, stars, and subliminal messaging. Motivating, stimulating, mildly erotic, 24/7. Outlaw Radio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My opportunity to dance with my hands above my head. Oh, yeah. Old Sylvester. Hit me now. Come on now. Welcome back to Outlaw Radio, live from the Lighten Up Lounge, smoking, drinking, interrupting from the hills of the San Fernando Valley, spitting distance from Hollywood, Cali, where all those woke Hollywood lefties live. Yeah. Pearl just said, yeah. Yeah. A man who no one knows is on the show or a part of the show or even on camera just made a statement. Thank you, Mart. Woman who sued Marilyn Manson for sexual assault recants, says Manson ex Evan Rachel Wood pressured her to make accusations. A woman who sued shock rocker Marilyn Manson for sexual assault has recanted her claims. By the way, as I prognosed about 2 months ago, and now says Manson's ex-girlfriend, actress Evan Rachel Wood, pressured her to make her accusations. How about that? Model Ashley Morgan Smithline filed a declaration in the L.A. County Superior Court. That's right here. That's where we emanate, L.A., affirming that her previous allegations are not true. Are not true. Yeah. So all of this crap that this freako-looking dude, and I don't know if he's a freak in real life. I have my thoughts about it. I don't think he probably is.
He's a very intelligent
I've
guy.
never said he wasn't intelligent, Mart. I do believe he's a smart guy.
He is.
But, you know, he looks like a freak. Yeah. But I've always thought it's a bit. It's shtick. Yeah. It's a thing. Yeah. Well, now she says she succumbed to pressure by Wood to file her lawsuit. How about that? How about the influence of a woman to another woman? The influence is inordinately massive.
Wait a minute, the ghost in the room just said, what was the motive? Burl Bear from, radio and everything. He says, what was the motive? Now, let me tell you what the motive was. Money?
Well, where is Pearl. No. I'll tell you what. It's a former woman in Marilyn Manson's life who hates Marilyn Manson and wants to get him back. Now, whether money was a part of this, I don't know. But I'll tell you what. If in their mind you screw over a woman, and I'm saying in their mind, they will do everything in their power to kill you. I'm not talking about literally, but they will do everything in their power to rip every great thing from your life.
Very freaking true.
Am I wrong, Dave?
Down.
Tattoo Dave, right?
Yep.
You're down with this?
100% true.
I'm saying they do everything to take you down.
Yes, and guys are not the same way. We have this sort of empathy where we still sort of love the woman, but the minute we're out of a relationship, that woman, so many times, I mean, the majority, and this is not a blanket statement, but they hate us. Burl Bear. Yeah, do you agree?
Yes, in fact, you remember years ago we had on the program, guy wrote the book called How to Have Sex Without Getting Screwed.
Yes.
And it was, if you're with this woman in the morning, make sure you take pictures of the two of you together smiling. Take her out to breakfast. Right. The two of you smiling.
Smiling.
Yeah. So that she can't later say, "Oh, he did this to me." And
because Burl, how unfortunate is that this is good advice.
You have to do it.
But it's good advice.
Yes.
The declaration is part of a defamation lawsuit filed by Manson against the Westworld actress. Smithline said the alleged pressure by Wood made her question her own feelings. Well, at first I knew Mr. Warner, a.k.a. Marilyn Manson, did not do these things to me. So dig that. Did you hear that last statement?
So she lied.
Yes, she lied. Eventually, I began to question whether he actually did. So she's now into it so far that she's sort of believing this crap that she's saying.
Right.
Manson filed a suit against Wood last March, claiming that Wood fabricated the accusations. You know, and these were heavy-duty accusations. This was about being beaten and whipped and I think handcuffed. Smithline also now says that Gore even wrote the statement she posted to Instagram accusing Manson of abuse. Wood's representative says Smithline's new proclamations are untrue. Well, what is she going to say? The bottom line here is it's another scam-a-lama ding-dong brought on by this Me Too fallacy, this Me Too friggin' movement. And do I need to state this? I will. It'll take 20 seconds. If indeed a woman is harmed by another man, obviously we are on the side of the woman. If it truly happened, that's a nasty, terrible thing. Right. However, the problem is these allegations have gone friggin' to a new level of insanity.
Like everything else.
Where you look, as a man, you look at a woman the wrong way, you are screwed.
And Burl just said off mic, he said it's an insult to the people that really had it happen.
Yeah, bet your ass, Burl.
Yeah.
You bet your ass. Legendary Burl Bear, radio prognosticator from the Seattle area, and a man that I grew up with, and a talented radio guy. But you're 100% correct, Burl Bear. And speaking of that sort of, R. Kelly, who I never defended, who I never thought, and see, there is a difference. I never thought that he was in the right. I thought that this guy, although not looking like a freaky Marilyn Manson, I never bought into R. Kelly's crap. I did believe in a lot of these accusations. Why? He seemed like the kind of guy that would pull these shenanigans with women.
Right. I thought
that. And the fact that he was busted with like a 16 or 17-year-old female sort of set me into that realm. You know, I sort of thought, okay, if this guy can do that, then this guy is capable of any nasty thing.
Of course.
All right. This is an interview exclusive to Outlaw Radio from a few years ago. This is R. Kelly with, who is Oprah's best buddy? What's her friggin' name?
Oprah Jr.
Oprah Jr. No. It's her buddy. Who cares? But make sure it's not Joy Beastar, Mark. But please make sure this is cranked all the way up, and let's listen to a little R. Kelly. I don't know why you're playing Sylvester again. However, I'm not completely against it.
What you call it here?
And once again, I'm talking, and the interview is happening. So that can't happen simultaneously. Otherwise, damn it, if I'm the listener, I would want to choke myself out. So here we go, R. Kelly with this Oprah friend.
I have a harem, what you call it, a coat. I don't even really know what a coat is, but I know I don't have one.
Pause. That's another clue, by the way, that he doesn't know what a cold is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
R. Kelly,
Gail King.
You're a really good songwriter, and you sing really well, but dumb as a mud fence. Continue.
You done anything that you regret? Have you done anything wrong?
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women that I apologize, but I apologize in those relationships at the time I was in the relationships.
Have you broken any laws when it comes to women?
Absolutely not.
Oh, you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, but you doesn't have to call me Justin.
Okay, pause. This is the part when he breaks out in that old bit.
Right.
I don't quite understand.
Me either, but
I don't. I mean, Dave, this is probably the first time you've heard this. But why would he break out into almost a sing-songy sort of pattern? And I think that guy, is he still around? You used to call me Ray. You used to call me Jay.
Just don't call me Collect.
But don't. No, he never said that. That was never part of the bit.
Don't call me late for dinner.
A little more R. Kelly, please.
Everything they said in that documentary about you is not true.
They are lying on me.
Why would these women say the same thing about you? That you are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress.
That's pretty gross.
Why would all these women tell these different stories about you?
Good question.
If they were not true.
Oprah's
and they
friend.
don't know each other.
Right.
How stupid would
never
it be
held
for R.
anybody.
Kelly, with all I've been through in my way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said, How stupid would I be to
Pause.
do that?
It almost sounds like he's admitting it right there.
Right.
4 or 5.
That's what I
How?
thought.
No, it's sort of thinking back. Now, how many were there? Let's see. I told him.
write 'em all down.
I told him not.
Yeah.
I kept in the basement, and I told him not to. Okay, no, not. It's not your time to use the restroom.
Oh, I know.
So
I thought about that, man. You tell you when you can eat and when you can use a restroom.
yeah, I'll tell you, I'm not buying any of R. Kelly's crap, and the fact that he's been sentenced 20 years for child sex crimes, I think is probably a more than feasible thing. Yeah. You know, I do believe there are people in jail for too long a time. There are people in jail that are not in long enough. But this man, I'm not certain he's a good guy.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he's a good
full
guy.
of crap.
Okay, enough with R. Kelly. I want to get to this. A couple things before we have to go to break. The MeToo movement making men soft and women charmless. Baroness Rothschild says this. Nadine de Rothschild, the widow of deceased banker Edmund de Rothschild, has denounced the Me Too movement, attacking it as making men soft and women charmless. The Me Too movement has had a disastrous effect on both men and women. She says denouncing the movement as having left men soft, women charmless. This de Rothschild is one smart broad. She is, as it appears, the latest major figure in French high society to denounce the movement, with a number of influential women in the country banding together to denounce this ridiculous attack on male gallantry. They like a real man.
Yeah.
They like a real man, and I believe that women in the States, the United States of America, do like a real man. They will tell you they want these folks who with the lisps. They want these folks who are less than mature male wise, Burl.
Yep.
Right? But I believe they do want a real man.
Matt, I told you about when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
That girl picked me up.
Yes.
Took her back to my place. She said, "Hurt me. A real man would know how to hurt me."
Yeah?
I'm 18 years old. What do I know?
Well, yeah, what do you know?
So I look, I said, "You don't know how to accessorize."
See? And he hurt her.
Yes.
You see what he
So
did
Matt,
right there?
really quickly, to your point, and this last night at my buddy Rick's house, we were talking about the same exact thing. He goes, these women, even the young girls, they want a real man. They are sick and tired of these mamby-pamby pussy dudes.
What they'll do is they'll say that they like it, and they'll stay with that dude for as long as they can put up with it before throwing up in their mouth. And then
We'll take advantage of them and then say, "We just want to be friends."
Bet your ass, Burl.
Yeah,
And then they throw them to the curb. And if you check out the stats, these guys these days are not interested in sex with women.
No.
And I'm not saying they're interested in sex with men. What I'm saying is they're more into porn. It's about porn, and they're not into sex with women. That is a concept that I cannot wrap my arms around.
Go buy a sheep.
I can't.
Well, except for the porn part.
I cannot wrap my arms around the fact that, and I've been in a myriad relationships, and all of them, none of them, I look back and say, well, damn it, I wish that hadn't happened. I'm happy about those relationships. It is a learning experience, and I happen to love the female form.
Boy, I do too.
Okay, wait. We have just a second here. This is the Sky News thing. How do I set this up? How many minutes do you show us having here?
We have about one.
Oh, damn it.
Two.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you're right at one. Hold on a second, because I got to get to this. Maybe we'll do this in the last segment. Yeah, we'll do this in the last segment. I do have a second to tell you. And by the way, you want to hear these Aussies on Sky News talking about Joe Biden.
I love them.
Because this is... May I say a crack up? But we'll do this in the last segment coming up in a second. First, Jane Fonda campaigns to save our brethren in the ocean. We're pooping in our kennel. That's her quote.
Ugh.
That's Jane Fonda.
She's a sick man.
Actress and activist Jane Fonda campaigning for a treaty to save marine creatures that are hunted for food, including sharks, swordfish, octopus, and tuna, saying they feel joy, they feel sadness when they lose their offspring and are the brethren in the ocean.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, first of all, there are some that say we should forgive her for her Vietnam stance and Hanoi Jane and all that. I would like to throw my 2 cents because that's what I do here on the show. I wish that she would just shut the F up.
Yeah, just shut up.
Just, Jane, about all of your climate change and all that crap.
He is such an idiot.
Did you say he?
He said he. Well, she's turned into a man.
Okay, I can't buy that. But you may be onto something. But I'm not buying it.
Matt?
Yes.
Bill Saluga, he's 85. Mr. Johnson.
What? Oh, Mr. You don't have to call me Johnson. That guy?
He's 85.
Yeah. Why did he stop the music?
I don't know.
Well, but you're the one who stopped the music, Dick.
What the hell?
I really don't. I don't know why.
No.
Well, yes, you stopped the music.
It wasn't me.
This is a great show.
So he's blaming it on the ghost.
I'm blaming it on the board.
There's a phantom back there.
Well, I just
All right, okay. You're gonna want to hear this. Sky News. I love these Aussies talking about Joe Biden. Why? Because they can't control their laughter, and it's unfortunate. Because we remember when we were a powerful country? We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
Now we return to Outlaw Radio's Demons of Decadence.
How do you not love this bar?
We got winners.
Oh yeah, we got losers. Wonder Hussies and boozers. We got vipers.
We got
Pacific Northwest burl bearers. Oh yeah. Black stars. Turn it up a little bit. Money shot. Okay. Oh, I love this bar. It's where we emanate. 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar in the San Fernando Valley, spitting distance from where all those miscreant woke Hollywood idiot sticks live. Let me get to this because I only have a second and you want to hear this. These are commentators, aka presenters in Australia, Sky News. They never cease to amuse me. I love these people. I had written down here the name of this gal. I forget. But she is the best. Yeah. She's there with two guys on the panel, and we're watching some Joe Biden clips, and it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate here in America that Australia can make fun of us with such candor because they're not lying about this. Sky News.
Producer.
Joe Biden. But first, let's take a moment and check in on the leader of the free world, President Joe Biden, who this week was given a clean bill of health from his physician, who declared Joe is healthy and vigorous and is fit to successfully execute the duties of the presidency.
Bridge over the Holly River. Look, in Warsaw. Or should be Washoe County and
pause. Now, see, I know Washoe County very well because I'm a huge fan of Northern Nevada. That's Northern Nevada. It's Washoe County.
Warsaw.
Yeah, Warshak. It's Horseshack. It's Horseshack.
Mr. Carter.
It's horse ass as you are as our fake president Joe Biden. Continue. Make sure it's loud.
Nevada, we're spending $89 billion to add several lanes.
Brilliant. And Biden was this week in no mood to answer questions about his weird response to random balloons being shut down. And then he got very angry when journalists asked questions about his family's dodgy business dealings with China.
Dodgy.
By your family's business relations. Sir, Mr. President, there is
give me a break, man.
Did you overreact?
Give me a break, man. But back to that routine physical he completed this week, where an extremely detailed neurologic exam found no sign of cognitive decline, none at all.
You know, our natural wonders inspire, and the reflection inspires our to take action. You know, America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping, traveling with him. That's traveled 17,000 miles. When I was vice president. I don't know that for a fact. A solid meeting with they make a very good point. Here's the deal.
I mean, man.
Here's what drives the driver in the states that are affected. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
You know the thing. Joe Biden has been cognitively sound for years. I mean, only a perfectly sane man in peak physical and mental condition would recount a story like this.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. Those days, you used to remember the straight razor, you'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty.
This guy's a sick bastard.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
What?
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Oh, boy.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, no man has ever been better equipped to lead the United States, and indeed all of the free world, and the current Commander-in-Chief. We're in good hands, folks.
And she can't help herself. She can't help herself.
How can you?
And by the way, how embarrassing. How embarrassing for the United States of America. This once great nation that it shall become again, hopefully, in a couple years. My thanks to Tattoo Dave, his second outing as producer of this program.
Yes.
My brother Marty Burl Bear, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Last couple minutes here. Mark C.G. Boyer. I love you regardless, as even though his veins were popping out in his head 20 minutes ago.
Boy, he was angry.
Our HR man, Billy Dilly, man. I love that man, even though he stole my Patron tequila. I will continue to be Magic Matt on Outlaw Radio, and as my buddy, my dear, dear friend, has always said and taught me years ago, and don't forget this during the week, bumblebees can't fly.
Oh, dear. Now they get around, take a whiff.
It's Saturday night and I'm just hanging out.
Yeah,
Looking for a place to party. I jumped into my ride and I hit the road. 'Cause there's only one place to go. Down to the nightclub. To the nightclub, You can get what you want if you know how to find it. To the nightclub, ooh, we be slick, slick, slick. And ooh, the people be bumping at Bump City. The joint be jumping at Bump City. The mamas be humping at Bump City. Hey, while the band be pumping, shut the band be pumping. To the nightclub, well, if you got the dough, the liquor will flow. To the nightclub, turn on a drum, down to the nightclub. Go bump, down to the nightclub. Slick, 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 down to the nightclub. Go bump, down to the nightclub. Down to the nightclub. To the nightclub. Bump to bump to bump. It's Saturday night and I'm just hanging out, looking for a place to party. I jumped into my ride and I hit the road. 'Cause there's only one place to go. Down to the nightclub. To the to the nightclub. Down to the nightclub. Slip, down to the nightclub. Down to the nightclub.